Rock City Networks has come to Perth for the One Movement Festival, and very special guest joining me, Hayley Sales. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Now it's quite hot at the moment. I don't know. You're looking quite good. You're not sweating as much as I am. So I'm wearing a black t-shirt.
I probably am sweating. I've just been wiping it off constantly for the last couple hours.
You've got that. You've got that. I'm just about to break out into a sweat, sort of nice
so the
shine
glaze.
going on. The apple glaze.
Exactly.
Now you've been here for 2 days.
Yeah.
And how are you finding Perth? What have you been doing here?
Well, my boyfriend's he's Australian and he's in Perth.
Yeah.
So I spent a lot of time here and I love it.
Yeah.
Like, it's hot this time, which is nice. It was raining when I was last here, 4 weeks ago. So this is a nice change from Canada, where it's about to snow.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
it's getting cold over there.
it's the opposite.
Oh, it's disgusting.
So this is good.
Now, have you gone for a surf yet? Because I know you're big on surfing.
Yeah, not this time, not yet, because I've been doing so much press and stuff. But when the weekend's over, I'm here for another 2 weeks. Definitely gonna try and get out there.
Yeah. Have you picked any spots to go surfing yet?
I don't remember the names, but I've gone to some places that way.
That way?
Yeah.
You know about as much as I do. So let's talk more about the music.
Yeah.
Sunseed, the album, it's coming out, and it's got a really good vibe about it, and it's just really cool and laid back, and obviously there's a lot of experience in that album.
Yeah.
All of the traveling and experiences you talk about. How much has that weighed in on the first album, and do you think it'll spill over to the second one, or will you find new experiences?
Yeah, well, for me, I'm definitely a travel junkie, so I love to just travel and surf in different places and whatnot. So it really, it's definitely in that album, and it's actually we just finished the second album, so it's in that one too. It's just for me, it's really important to just live your life and have fun and try new things and have adventures. So it's still in there.
Now, for people that don't know too much about you, can you explain to everybody the both recordings were done in your dad's recording studio? Is that correct? On the island you live on, off British Columbia? Yeah. Vancouver Island?
Yeah, we live. My family, we have an organic blueberry farm.
Yeah.
And my dad's had a studio since the 60s. He was back in Washington, D.C. He recorded Miles Davis and whatnot way back in the day. So it's I'm pretty lucky. Get to wake up, eat some blueberries, go into the studio, record some tracks, go eat some more blueberries, feel sick, go back in. Yeah. And we've done both albums there now.
Just to sort of have that at your disposal, but have your dad as the person running the studio and growing up as a kid around that. How does that, do the other people that go in there, the rest of the band, do they have a different experience on that because you're used to growing up in that environment, or have they felt that it's different when they've gone in to record with you?
I think they respect it even more than I do, because it's whoa, you live on a farm, there's a cabin we can stay in, and so I think they see it even more as a unique experience. For me, it's kind of I'm almost spoiled, I've been raised with that, and but there's something really special about being able to not record your album in a major studio in a city, and I think it captures a bit more of who I am, because I'm comfortable and I have the island, I can go surfing, and it's just very relaxed.
Do you think you'll ever go to a different studio, or are you just will Hayley Sales' career be
I'm sure,
just one studio?
No, I'm sure I'm probably going to be down here a lot more, so I'm sure I'll find something in Australia too and whatnot. Yeah.
I mean, obviously you've only just recorded the second album, but have you had any thoughts about, I wonder what it'd feel like to actually go into another studio now that you've done your first two albums in? Yeah,
well, we've done the drums, this last one we did drums and bass at I don't know if you know who Death Cab for Cutie is, but they're a cool band out of Seattle. So we did the bass and drums there, which is, it's good to get out of what you're used to, because it makes you try different things and whatnot. So I like it.
Was that the reason for doing that in Seattle?
Yeah, and also my drummer loved the drum sets. The guy had the drummer for Death Cab for Cutie had a million snare drums and kick drums at our disposal. So he's please just let me record there. I want to have fun being a drummer. So we went down there for him.
So what's on for the rest of the day? Have you spotted any artists on the bill that you want to go and see here at One Movement?
I want to see Old Man River and definitely Sarah Blasco. I saw her a bit last night, but want to catch her again. And I also just, when I come to a festival, I want to see things I have no idea about. It's pretty fun to check out new artists.
It's just a lot of wandering around?
Yeah, just wander around with your friends and
okay, cool.
Check things out.
Well, I think we've taken up enough of your time because I'm sure you've got plenty of other people to go and talk to. But thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, well, thank you.
And if you want to find out any more information about Hayley, all the w's.myspace.com/Hayley Sales. And that's, what is it? HAYLEYSALES. We'll put it up on the screen. It's a lot easier to remember.
Yeah, cool.
And grab the album if you haven't got it. Sunseed, Hayley Sales, Rock City Networks, One Movement, Perth.